Hello everyone, you're welcome to LCG Academic Canva tutorial. I'll be walking through graphics design with Canva. We'll be starting with an introduction to Canva. Canva is an online graphic design tool that simplifies design process, making it easy for anyone, anywhere to make beautiful and relevant designs. You can start designing on Canva easily with little or no design experience. There are hundreds of thousands of templates you can edit to suit your need. You can also make a design from scratch. While you can design free on Canva, the pro version offers a lot more features to explore. To start using Canva, just sign up with your email, Google, or Facebook. You can access it through your web browser or get the mobile app on your device. Now let's get started. I will be using my web browser. So for your web browser, just go to the web browser and type in www.canva.com. So once you've signed up, you can start using it. Now this is the page. On the left hand side, you have your profile which you can edit and set up. You have project you work on, you have template which you can explore. There are different templates, whether you're looking for template for your Facebook design, Instagram stories, posts, wallpapers. You can search for different templates for logos, flyers. You can search for them. You can check up photos you want to edit, photos you want to add to your design. Just explore this. Your icons you can also add to your designs. So but we will not be going there at the moment. I just want to show you some of the basic elements that you can start putting into your design as you start your design journey. So I go to the top right part of my page and you have create a design here. So click on it. What I have here are just suggested options for me to start making a design, and you have them in different dimensions. I'm going to pick up this Instagram post dimension to start my design. So I'm going to start with a plain sheet. I will show you the different parts, different elements, and now you can start working with them for your design. Just follow me through as I show you all of this. So we have for this part we have the templates you can search for. If you're looking to edit a template, you can search for templates that you want to work with. If you search for a business template, for example, you'll see different examples of designs you can just edit. And you can just look through them and check for whichever suits your need. But I'll be showing you elements that you can put together or that you're going to use to make your own beautiful designs. To start with, let's check out some of these elements. I'll start with shapes, and I will show you how you can start working with these shapes to make your designs. I'll pick this shape which is more like a rectangle or a square. There are a number of things you can do. You can zoom in, you can zoom out, whichever one you want to do. So let's work on this. You can adjust the size of this. You can change the dimensions of the breadth and the length if you want to. You can change the dimension of the length and the breadth if you want to. Just adjust it to suit your needs and what you want to make of it. And if you want to change all of this without it affecting the proportions of the length and the breadth, you can just press or hold on shift on your keyboard and you can increase and reduce without affecting dimensions. So what else can we do? We can change the color. So I'll just go to this place and change the color. So can be changed to anything to fit your idea or whatever it is that you want to do. So I'll pick a color here just to change. Let's check out different colors to change to. We have options of colors here and you can pick any of them. You can just pick whichever suits you, or you can search for a color. Search for orange. You're gonna find different options for colors you can pick and add to your design. So let's pick orange. So you see that it has changed to that particular color. That's just an example of what you can do with that. So let's just go back a bit. Now for this one, other things you could do is that you could use a gradient color. Instead of using a solid color, you can use a gradient color. Just come to gradient and pick a gradient color that suits you. This is for the background. So You can also change the color of the background apart from the shape you're adding to your design. If you want to go back, you want to undo a move, you can just click this undo icon at the top, or you press Ctrl Z. So let's check out gradient color for this shape. I clicked on the shape and I can pick on this gradient color, so you can see that it changes. You can edit this gradient color by going to you can pick it up and decide that you want to edit it. Just check out this part where you have added a new color, and you can change the color for your gradient. You can change it to anything that suits you just by adjusting all of this. That's just as simple as that. So I'll return back to the solid color so we can continue our design. Now, other things you can do with this is you can adjust the border style. Let's just do a few things and you can see what we can do right on with this. So I'll go on there and click on the border style here, and we could decide to work a little bit on this to adjust the corner rounding. When I click on this, the corner rounding changes this sort of way. If you see this, you notice that the corners of the shape, the roundedness or the roundness has increased. You can do that. You can adjust the border weight. You can make the border thicker. At the moment, the border is black. So look at this, it's black. You can adjust it, the border weight, make it thicker or thinner. You can also change the way you want the border to be, the border style. It could be dotted lines by clicking all of this. It could just be a continuous line. Now, a few other things you could do is that this border that you've added to it, you could change the color to whatever suits you. You can change the colors of the borders the same way you change the color of the shape itself. You can explore different colors here that you can change to. Just check it out. It's going to be more visible when it's thicker. So you can see that the border color has been changed. So you can just adjust all of this to get the desired effect that you want. Alright, now apart from this, you can change this particular shape. You have a square. By clicking on this, you can change this same shape to anything. You can just click on this and change it to anything that suits you. You have lots of options of shapes you can change to here. You can decide to add a shape to. Let's go on and add another shape. Let's check out the shapes here and add a different shape to it. Let me pick this. So we have another shape applied to it. It's not visible here because the color is the same as the first shape. So let's change the color of this. We could decide to use a gradient color like the other time and pick something like this, add it to the design. I can also work on the border to increase the border weight to make it visible, change the color of the border to white. We have this. So you have two shapes already, this and this. You can adjust it whatever you like. Now we have two shapes. Two things you can also do is that you could actually adjust the transparency of these images. If I come to this top right part where you have more, you will see the part where you have transparency. You can change the transparency. You can see that from you can see through the shape in front. By adjusting transparency, you can do that. Apart from transparency, you can adjust the position of the shape. By coming to position, you can tick on center, left, bottom, whichever way you want to put it, you can adjust it. Just click on that. Now, if you want to change the position of this shape relative to each other, you can check out the layer part and you can move them, this way. You can see that the star shape is hidden behind the square, and you can just do all of this by just moving them over each other. You can also click on layer and just press send backward, and it sends to the back. And you want to undo your move, just press undo. So we have these two shapes. You can decide to group them together by pressing group or Ctrl G on your device. So once you pick them together, highlight the two items or elements, you can group them. Grouping them means that you can manipulate them together as a whole instead of manipulating them separately. If you don't group them, you can't manipulate them together. When you group them, you get to manipulate the two elements on your design um, well together, and you can group as many elements as possible. So we have this for the design. Let's check out other things you could do. Let's go back to the element. Apart from the shapes, you can add lines too. You can add lines. There are different kinds of lines you can add too. Let's pick up a straight line here. You can change the color of this shape. You can pick up any suitable color from the options here. You can change the thickness. You can make it thicker than it is. You can also change the style. You can make it more pointed, or you can give it an arrow and just like this, increase the length, adjust it. You can determine to change the type of the line. You can make it an elbow line or a curved line. A curved line allows you to manipulate the line this way. So this is something that you can do just with this. You can start to turn it back to a straight line. All of these are possible just by adjusting this. Just by adjusting this, you get all of these possibilities, all of these options, and just explore them. You would find different things that you can do with it. So we have this. We have a number of things you can do. You can just change it, manipulate it, move it around in ways that suits the ideas you have in your mind. Let's take other things that you can add to your design. Talk about this. Talk about the shapes. You can decide to add other elements to your design. Let's check out graphics. You can look at graphics here and check out different graphics. You can look at the recommendations or the feature graphics here. Or you can search for graphics that you want to add to your design. You can look for social media graphics that you can add them to. So you have a number of graphics here that you can put to your design. Just pick up some of them, scroll through, and pick whichever one suits the idea in your mind. We have this. Now this is a particular kind of graphic. Let's pick up another one, another type. Let's try this out. Now there's something about these two graphics I want to show you. This particular graphic, when I click on it, I have different colors here. What it means is that this particular graphics can be edited. You can edit the colors here. You can change the colors here. I can decide to pick on this and change to something else. Let's say black. You can see that it has changed. I can decide to change this one to something else too. Purple. Let's see. It has changed. So this one is an editable graphics or editable graphic element. This one, on the other hand, you can see that nothing is shown here that has to do with color, so you can't change the color of this particular graphics. This one you can change the color, this you can't change the color, so look out for that. Now another thing you can look out for is that for every element that has this crown icon, where you see the crown icon and the pro, it means that to access them, to use them for your design, you need to subscribe to the pro version. There are other graphics where these are not added that you can use for free, just like this one, and many other ones that you can use. So let's go back to our design. So we added these ones to the design. You can adjust the colors in whichever ways that suits you. Now let's do a few things. I could bring this one here and just put it here, so that looks okay. Let's add something else to it. Apart from the graphics, you have lots of graphics you can add to it. Just check out different ones. You can also look out for stickers. There are stickers you can check out. I'll look out for some stickers here. You can check out arrow stickers, word stickers, full stickers, shape stickers, different stickers you can add to your design. So let's check out one of them that you can put in. I'm just going to show you one of them you can add to your design. So you can scroll down and pick up any one that you want to add to your design. So just look out for whichever one fits the idea that you have in your mind, and you can add to your design. You have different shapes, different forms. Just pick one and you're good to go. Let's just pick up this one, or something that works with social media, something like that. I just pick up one of them and we can just go on. Let's try this one out. So we have subscribe. You can add it to your design, whichever way, move it around, put it anywhere. You have that. So we've tried out different things, and look at it all. We have our shapes, you have your stickers, you have graphic element lines they can put together. So apart from this, we'll try out things that we want to add, the other elements that we can check out for the design. So let's look at other elements. Let's try out text. Before I go on to talk about the photos and videos, let's try out how to add up text. So what I did now is to add up an extra page just by clicking on this icon which says add page. You can add pages to it. Hello, I believe you are enjoying this video. If you are, take a few seconds to click the subscribe button. Thank you. Now let's get back to the video. Now let's go back to this one and add a text to our design. So by clicking on text, we have the options of adding a heading, a subheading, or a body of text. So let's just try that out. So let me try this. So we have let's call this Canva. Yeah, we can add something like this. Another one down here. We have design. So we have this, and if you want to add something else, maybe a body of text. So we have this. I'm just going to show you a few things you can do with these designs right here. So we have a number of text here. You can decide to change the font by clicking on these. The number of font that you can try out, just click on them. If you have certain font ideas in your mind, a font category or font type, you can click on it. Let's say you're looking for a sans serif font. You have different options of sans serif font here. Search for it, and you have the option. Just pick out whichever one you like, whichever one you would prefer, and you can have that, use that for your design. Let's check this out. This is one. Okay, now you have another one. You can decide to do something else with this one too. Let's check out another type of font. You can search for a script font. You have different options here you can add to your design. Just pick out whichever one that you like, and you have something like this. You can decide to adjust the color. Use something a bit bright for this one if you want to. You can come to this place, change the color size. You can do the same thing for this one to change the color size or the color type. So we have this here. You can adjust the size, make it smaller, bigger. This adjustment you can make to your design. You can make it bold or not bold, adjust the boldness for it. You can italicize it. You can I'm going to show you this one for this one so you can figure that out better. So talk about the colors and the font style for these ones. Let's try out a few other things. You can work on alignment. I will do that with this one. You can align it to the left like this. You can align it to the center. You can align it to the right. Just try out different ones that fit you. You can adjust other things with this. You can decide to reduce the width of the text box by just moving this left to right. Now you can make this up like a list. If you have a number of sentences or that you want to add to your design, you can decide to adjust the spacing between the letters. You can come to letter spacing. You can make it smaller or wider. You can adjust the space between the lines just by adjusting this one. You have that. So there's a number of things you can do. Let's try other things that we can do on our design. Now, some of these lines that you see here, they allow you to adjust or align your elements. So by following those grid lines, it allows you to put your elements in a way that makes it more aligned. Let's go back to the text. You can add effects to them. Let's check out different effects. You can add a shadow to each, change the color of the shadow to black, for example. You can see that you can see a dark shadow behind the lettering. So you can adjust this effect by changing the offset and direction of the shadow. Other things you can do, you can make a lift, add a lift, make it more hollow, add a splice, an outline. You can add an echo to it, a glitch, give it a neon effect, you can add a background to it. That's some of the things that you can do. You can try out any of this one for your design. For the background, you can change the color of the background to something else, whatever you feel like suits you. You can adjust to suit your ideas. You can also adjust the spread or the roundness of this background. You can make it smaller. You can adjust the transparency. Some of the things you can do with this. You can just explore all of this. You can explore them. Try that out. Now I'll try to show you something that you can do with this. Once you click on this, you can also change the shape of your text. You can make it curve upward or downwards. You can explore that too. These are things that you can do on your design. So we have that. Now I've talked about different effects on your text. So just a few things to also pick out from this place. You can if you're looking towards working on a video, one thing you can do is you can animate it. You can decide how you want the entire page to look like. That is for the dashboard. By clicking on animate, you will see different options that you can explore for the entire page. Now this is important if you're looking at working on a video or an illustration, motion design. This works very well for that. So just explore any of them and see how that works. So apart from this, we've seen a number of things you can do. If you have things you can do, is that you can decide to turn all your letters to uppercase by clicking on this. You can strike it through on the line. These are things that you can try out. Just experiment with them for your design. So this is for this. Now, so something I'm going to show you apart from picking out your font this particular way. And let me delete all of this and show you that. Now what I'm going to do is something a bit different. Let me change the background of this first. Let's have this. Now apart from deciding on picking up the headings or subheadings for your textile, there are font combinations that you can try out. By picking out these font combinations, you can see which one that suits you and use the same combination for your design. So I'll pick one of them and you'll see how that can work. Let's scroll down. You can look around anyone that fits the idea in your mind. You can pick it and add to your design. So let me just look out for one and add it to the design and you'll see how that can work. So let's see this one. We have this. Okay. Now this is a combination of two different fonts. I'm going to edit them. I can decide to ungroup them so that I can work on them separately. Now let's decide to change this to, let's call it art, and maybe the second one, let's use design. So we have this. You can decide to change the color for these two to white, thereabout. Yeah, so this is something I could do. Adjust it, put it in your design. This one too, you could decide to adjust the color of the second one too to something else. You can search for a new color or just use the previous color here, and you have something to work with. So we have art, you have design. So by just editing a font combination, you have something you can add to your design. So basically, these are things that you can do with your font.